What is the story behind this doll? Like, why is it supposedly haunted?
So this guy it's like a 3.5 foot tall doll. It's like a life-size type of doll. It's really weird. He gave it to his son, and the son's name was Robert Otto.
It was like Gene Robert Otto.
Gene Robert Otto, or Robert Gene Otto, and he gave his first name and his clothes to this doll. And so the kid and the doll became best friends for years and years and years. And he basically embodied this guy and just became Robert himself. But over the course of his childhood and all the way up until I think he left his parents' house to go to college, he would have horrible things happen to him because of this doll. And this doll was allegedly taken from like Germany at this the shop, the company.
It was like it was called the Steiff, the same company that created like the original teddy bear.
Yeah.
Created this doll.
So from the original teddy bear company, he brought this doll from Germany to give this guy in Florida, and throughout his entire childhood, like chairs would be moved, like all these horrible bad luck things would happen. Like he would to the parents, it would seem like he was arguing with someone in the room, and they'd hear two voices. And then when the parents would run into the room, it was just him and the doll. And
Which is creepy because the parents would say that they heard like their little kid's voice and then like an older, deep, like man's voice.
Oh, Christ.
Talking back and forth. And apparently that was Robert. But the big theory about Robert is that he was also one of these like egregore in an object sort of like, I don't know, creatures, I guess, puppets, I guess you could say, because Gene would always blame everything that he did wrong on the doll. So, like, if furniture would be, like, all around his room or whatever, his parents would come and try to ground him, he'd be like, no, Robert did it. And so all that negativity going towards this doll for his entire life, like, is why people believe that it has, like, evil to it. Like, it manifested this evil.
It's supposed to
Can you
be bad luck.
imagine being outside your child's room and you hear your kid talking, and then you hear someone responding.
Like an old man.
Just like a low voice, no, that's not what we're going to do, Billy.
I would cry.
And then
instantly.
you open up the door, and it's just the doll sitting there with your kid.
And it looks like that?
Yeah,
Oh
that's
my
a
God.
dead-faced doll, too. It's
Yeah.
there's something creepy about the lack of expression that doll
For
has.
real. And the crazy thing too is like our guides there were saying that it will like swallow every once in a while, or like you could see it blink and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Messed up.
What's crazy is like this same guy, he went off to be an artist and he did his whole career. And when he was like in his older age, he came back to the house, and for like 10 or 15 years, he kept this doll upstairs in his attic and put a whole 3-foot version of his house upstairs, so like a short couch and a short desk, all for Robert. He'd go up there and have conversations for hours and hours on end. So this old man is having this conversation with the doll in a smaller version of a living room. So terrifying.
As rumor would have it, the Ottos and their servants would often hear Gene in his bedroom having conversations with himself in two entirely different voices.
Oof.
Furthermore, the Ottos would wake up in the middle of the night to Gene screaming, only to find the frightened boy in bed surrounded by overturned furniture. Gene would blame Robert the doll for messing up the bedroom, while Robert would glare at Gene from the foot of the bed. Soon after, mutilated toys and mysterious happenings would appear in the home, only to have Gene proclaim each time, Robert did it. Here's the thing. Imagine if that's real.
Right.
Like, what if like a demon can manifest itself inside of a doll occasionally?
Mm-hmm.
Just every now and then, a little fucking opening in the dimensions pops out, and this thing manages to, and it can't assume a physical form, but it can sort of embody itself in some sort of an object, like a doll, something cute.
Yeah. Which is so terrifying too, because when it's a little doll or something cute or whatever, or like a lot of these things, what you say is like a little girl spirit or something. It's like cute. It's like, oh, it's innocent. Like I want to open up to that, but then boom, like maybe it's not. It's
all
like,
That's
facade.
why Chucky was such a fucking great movie.
yeah.
Yep.
You know, to have that thing.
I mean, this doll I think is what's said to have been inspired,
It
or
did.
like Chucky inspired, got inspired from.
And
Robert
the
doll.
Annabelle movie is about a real doll too.
Yeah. So that's
Yes,
a real
yeah.
doll that's in Ed and Lorraine Warren's museum that they've kept away for many years. They even have a priest once a day come and bless the doll because they're scared of what it does to people.
One time every day.
I think every single
Maybe
day.
the
yeah.
priest,
I didn't even
he's
know
got a
that.
racket going on. Listen, I got to keep coming back. Can we see if Annabelle the doll, what it really looks like? The real haunted Annabelle doll?
It looks like a rag doll.
It's the same thing, right?
Really?
Yeah.
So that's it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah. So
Well, that's not nearly as creepy as
I know.
Annabelle in the movie.
That's like Raggedy Ann.
Right.
Yeah, that seems pretty normal.
yeah, exactly. And so
But
they made
Annabelle
it terrifying.
in the movie is fucking horrible looking.
Yeah.
The real Annabelle doll.
Yeah,
Now
they
look at Annabelle in the movie.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Annabelle in the movie is so terrifying. So they did a great job in making her creepier.
Very much so.
There's a,
Very good job.
There's a few of those Annabelle movies, right?
If they made the whole
Yeah,
movie with that
I
thing,
think
that would
they
be
did.
creepy too.
Oh my.
Nah,
It would be weird. It would have been weird.
I wouldn't
but
be scared of that bitch ass Raggedy Ann.
Go say that to her
Like,
face.
Sit
on
So
fire.
sad.
down. I'd be like, sit down. Shut up before I light you on fire.
That's what I thought about Chucky.
Yeah, but Annabelle, the one on the left, freaks me out.
Yeah, it's freaky.
When we